They say travel broadens the soul, and the food in our favorite hotel restaurants will broaden everything else.
I didn't get this girlish figure by eating lettuce and carrots.
This is delicious.
Sweet and salty.
Spicy, cheesy. We're making flavor.
If you've had reservations about hotel dining, cancel them.
Oh my God.
Crikey.
Yeehaw!
Booyah!
Because one bite of these hotel hotspots and you'll never want to leave.
I'm staying another night!
Oh, yeah.
The tiny town of Townsend, Tennessee is snuggled up to the serene side of the Smoky Mountains.
People come here to relax, hike, enjoy nature.
We call it the peaceful side.
Come into the Smoky Mountains, it's almost like there's a peace comes over you.
The 28-room Dancing Bear Lodge is home to the Appalachian Bistro. Their comfort food classics paired with the breathtaking beauty all around will make you want to sit a spell and soak it all in.
We came up and spent a night and then came down and had brunch on Sunday.
Pulled up and I was hearing banjo music playing for good grief. It was awesome.
So kick off your foodie two shoes. Chef Shelly's gonna have your taste buds doing the dancing bear.
Yay! Woo! Yeehaw!
At the bistro, local rustic dishes get a modern makeover. Feast your eyes on the pork osso buco.
I take the ingredients and the cooking techniques from my relatives and ancestors, and what I'm trying to do is give the guests the experience of what I was raised eating and being shown how to cook, the gift that my family gave me.
She starts by rubbing a pork shank with cayenne, chipotle, and smoked paprika.
You have to season the whole thing. Everybody gets flavor here. It smells delicious. It's smoky, it's paprika-y, and now that it's seasoned, we're gonna let it sit for 24 hours.
The pork chills till it fills with flavor. Then, Shelly sears it using the better butter.
It's meat butter. That's what bacon fat is. It's meat butter. That sizzle means it's working. This is what you want. Beautiful caramelization, that's lots of flavor. Yes. Taste of Appalachia.
The next layer of flavor comes fresh from the Dancing Bear garden in a wave of colors. Purple carrots, red onions, and green herbs.
Don't get scared when you see sticky stuff on the bottom of the skillet. We're making flavor.
It's all sugar in there, sugar. With a fiery shot of Tennessee bourbon, she deglazes, then braises. Then, while the osso buco is getting oh so beautiful,
We're gonna do one of my favorite dishes. It's a much lighter version of a traditional dish of collard greens. These collards came from the garden. They're quite young and tender. I'm gonna add some orange juice, some salt, some pepper, some ginger, and finish them with a little bit of crunchy peanuts. And now we're gonna make this rice dirty.
adding naughty bits of ham, sausage, and wild rice, country style.
Dirty.
Onions and a spicy tomato paste should do the trick. With the crunchy collards and braising broth poured over the pork, this plate is as sexy as socks on a rooster.
Ossobuco. The Smoky Mountains have never tasted so good. Oh, wow.
I mean, look at this. This is so tender, I don't even need a knife for it.
The bone just fell out. That's how tender it is.
The sauce is really good, but I'm not sure that the meat even really needs it.
Fantastic. You still taste the pork, but the seasoning comes right through as well. It's a terrific, terrific meal.
You know, if this rice is dirty, I don't want to be clean.
So what's the difference between dirty rice and clean rice?
Dirty rice didn't go to church.
Right, the pork is really good by itself, but the southern trick is to get it all together in one bite. You get all the colors in there, you get all the flavors in there, it's delicious.
It's porkalicious. Yes.
Here at Dancing Bear, it's farm to table, south, straight to your mouth. And nothing's more countrified than their country fried hen. The hen's been brining in sweet tea for a taste of Tennessee.
And come on, it's the Smoky Mountains. We use sweet tea in everything here in the South.
More delicate than chicken, the hen gets a powder of seasoned flour, a bath of buttermilk, and a crunchy coat of cornflakes. Then Shelly lets it beauty fry.
It's a gussied up hen. It's wearing a rhinestone jacket.
You can tell when it's done by the color. Hey, what's that called down south?
Pecan tan.
The hen Shelley's gonna rest on a potato salad nest. Shelley's sweet on sweet potatoes in place of russets. Then she holds the mayo and opts for cream cheese and soft scrambled eggs.
The potato salad looks delicious. We're gonna finish it off with the fresh vegetable slaw from the garden.
That is like white gold.
I can't figure out what it is, but it's good.
I like the crunchy outside of the chicken, and then you get the spicy taste as you get through it, but you still have the crunch going. I'm starting to think this might be right up here with Grandma. I didn't get this girl its figure by eating lettuce and carrots, but I might take that over a big steak any day. I mean, it is that good.
Dancing Bear Lodge, an Appalachian bistro, takes laid-back leisure to new hillbilly heights. It's Southern hospitality, Appalachian cuisine, and the Great Smoky Mountains on the peaceful side.
Because this is what America's about.
For Angelinos, Palm Springs has long been the choice for a weekend desert getaway. And the perfect place to sip some poolside cocktails is at the Ace Hotel and Swim Club.
The Ace Hotel is literally and figuratively the hottest place in all of Palm Springs. It's sort of like an adult playground.
In 2009, the whole place got revamped like a champ, but retained its mid-century vibe. And nowhere is that fun and flair more evident than at the hotel's very own Kings Highway Diner.
When I walk through the doors, I feel like I'm going back in time. I'm right in the 60s.
The ambiance may be old school, but the Alta California cuisine here is cutting edge.
Alta California cuisine, it really started with a group of young Mexican chefs in Mexico and some Mexican-American chefs here in the States really coming together and trying to elevate Mexican cuisine.
Cool, modern, hip hotel in the desert has to have Mexican food at its foundation.
Like taking a classic club and turning it into a tantalizing torta called the Semita Las Palmas.
My dad worked in one of these classic diners, so for me, a club sandwich is like one of the best things to eat, and I dare say it is the best club sandwich you've ever had, like hands down.
This creative club features robustly flavorful Jadori chicken breasts, all battered in buttermilk and Mexican spices.
And we leave the skin on because that's the best part of the fried chicken, right? With all due respect to the South, the best fried chicken is south of the border.
But Bird basks in the fryer while Chef Carlos creates a crisp citrus salad made from savory herbs and sweet Meyer lemons.
Because we're in California and we got Meyer lemons like falling out of the sky here.
Chef browns some buns, then spreads a little lemon mayo. You know what they say, the more, the mayo-ier.
More mayonnaise.
Next, he beans up the buns and follows with a giant scoop of guac.
Pile it up with chicken. Cannot have too much chicken.
Chipotle peppers do like they do on this desert delicacy.
In Mexico, you can't have chicken and beans without a lot of spice.
Followed by Oaxaca cheese, aka Mexican mozzarella. And finally, the citrus salad.
The Semita Las Palmas. Hot damn, that's a chicken sandwich.
It is warming my belly. The lemon mayo is very light. It adds a nice creaminess. All the flavors are perfect. It's a damn good sandwich.
It's nice and spicy. He wouldn't be able to handle this.
Nah.
But I love it. Well, I mean, the fried chicken has the perfect amount of crunch, that's for sure. And the guacamole, I mean, who doesn't love guacamole?
Oh, wow. That is amazing. The chicken is tasty, it's tender, but the outer shell is crunchy. Amazing guacamole. It's just like, wow.
Even in the dry desert, citrus trees thrive. So Chef Carlo Guardado created an ode to the orange carnitas tacos.
Besides me just really enjoying the pork, I'm kind of a citrus junkie. That's why we infuse as much orange as possible. A nice bright acidity with good crispy meat.
Chef Carlo learned to cook crispy pork courtesy of his grandparents. He cures it first in cinnamon, spices, and citrus.
I'm just incorporating all the flavors and really making sure that that salt, the sugar, the orange, everything else is making its way into the pork.
Once the swine is stewed in its own juices, it roasts in the oven before crisping up in a cast iron pan.
The carnitas signature, that good salt crust on the outside of it, is also what brings out the crunchy sweetness of it. Who doesn't like crispy pork?
Tortillas form a warm wrap around the pileup of perfectly charred carnitas.
We don't skimp on the meat.
Or on those bounty of beans and this arid climate curveball, crunchy cactus salsa.
And there you go, the orange carnitas tacos at the Kings Highway Diner in the Ace Hotel, Palm Springs.
This is a perfect balanced taco. We got the perfect seasoning on the carne. We got the pinto beans. The cactus on top has that citrus refreshing flavor. And they're simple but perfect, just like home.
I don't even know how you're supposed to eat this. It's overflowing. I've never tasted any flavors like this before. Carnitas is melting in your mouth. It's incredible.
For me, it's the pork. Pork is definitely center stage. It's perfect. It's tender. It's really excellent.
That meat was perfectly tender. I love the frijoles that they put in there. And the nopales is just the perfect crunch. That was delicious.
I'll drink to the taco.
Just pull off the road in Palm Springs and slip into a bubble booth at the Kings Highway Diner. It's hot.
Hot tacos, hot weather, hot women, hot hotel, hot everything.
Check into a Texas landmark and check out this 10-gallon hat of a burger.
This is the burger of Austin.
In a foodie-forward town like Austin, it may surprise you to find out the best burger on Hip and Happening 6th Street comes from a hotel, the Driscoll.
The Driscoll is the perfect location because it's literally right in the heart of the city.
6th Street is amazing. It's a bar on every corner. It's a food truck on every corner. It's got live music. And this hotel is the anchor of 6th Street.
At this hotel hotspot, you'll find the old-school socializing parlor called the 1886 Cafe and Bakery. This place has been cranking out Texas-sized plates of food for more than 100 years, when it was built by cattle baron Jesse Driscoll.
Jesse Driscoll opened this building to rival the big hotels in New York City. You know, he wanted Texas to be on the map just like they were.
Woo! These days, the round-the-clock party vibe rivals New York City. And when you need a little cure for your vacation excesses, stroll on down to the 1886 and order up a hangover burger. Chef Colton, tell us more.
People come to the cafe to cure that hangover after a night out on 6th Street. But you want that burger with a lot of fat, a lot of butter, a fried egg, some candied bacon. That's what it's all about.
That's quite a promise, and quite a beef patty.
Here in Texas, beef is a big deal. This beef is full-bred Wagyu. What that means is you're gonna have a better fat content, it's gonna be more tender, it's gonna have that beefy flavor that everybody wants. Don't mess with Texas and don't mess with Texas beef. If you do, you might have some angry ranchers at your door.
The burger hits the grill next to a pile of hash browns broiling in butter.
In the morning, there is nothing better than waking up and having about a half a stick of butter. I'm getting hungry.
Gonna need you to focus and grate some smoked cheddar on that beef.
Nobody's ever gonna say, hey, there's too much cheese on this burger. That oil from that cheese is hitting that hot grill and it's spitting up, just basting that burger with this wonderful flavor of smoked cheddar and awesomeness. This burger is a breakfast on a bun. It's everything that's good about waking up. Your body wants fat, and we're giving it to you.
Like when Colton coats bacon in sugar and spices. Talk about gilding the meat lily.
This is our hangover bacon. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's candy. It hits all those pleasure centers in the brain.
A tastily toasted brioche bun provides the platform for our wheel of Wagyu.
So we're gonna take our beef, we're gonna put it down on our bun. We'll get our hash browns hot, fresh off the flat top. We'll lay those right on top. And then we'll hit it with our 2 pieces of thick cut bacon. And then we'll rest our egg right on top. This is the 1886 Cafe Hangover Burger. This is what you need after a night out on 6th.
Oh yeah, this is it.
The Hangover Burger is so incredibly delicious and so necessary for my vital survival at this moment.
Wow. Oh my God, the bacon. You've got your fried egg, you've got your cheese. Literally, it melts in your mouth.
Oh my God.
That sucker
That
is
is
as
so
big as
good.
my face.
That is the best burger I've ever had.
I recently got married, which I thought was the best day of my life. I think that's changed when I discovered the Hangover Burger. There's nothing else in Austin that compares. This is the burger of Austin.
The Driscoll may be the epitome of Austin, but that whiff of Paris you're sensing is from their Croque Madame.
We wanted to put the Croque Madame on the menu because it's kind of a nod to the French salon style we have going on in our restaurant.
If it's French, it's fromage. So Colton mixes up a Mornay sauce with cream, pepper jack, and gooey Gruyere.
This Gruyere has a real punch to it. It has that extra little bit of funk. Oh yeah.
Ham goes on the grill, then Colton tops it with more of that glorious grated Gruyere.
The smokiness of the meat really combines well with the funkiness of this cheese. That's what we're looking for right there, all that melty, gooey, yummy. I want this ham to kind of wrap around that cheese like a nice, comfy blanket.
Our soft brioche gets outfitted with a ham blanket and smothered in warm, creamy cheese sauce. With all that sauce, is this even a sandwich anymore?
It's technically a sandwich. It's got 2 pieces of bread, it's got some meat, it's got some cheese, but then we cover it in sauce, so I don't know, take your pick.
Go ahead, don't let me stop you.
And we're just gonna slather the sandwich in it. Oh my God.
It's not a proper Madame without an oof on top.
This is the 1886 Croque Madame. It's got that certain je ne sais quoi after a long night out in Austin.
Oh my God. Booyah! That's awesome. It's salty, it's sticky, it's really good.
Oh, it's creamy and cheesy, and the ham is cooked to perfection. On this bread is unbelievable. Oh, like, check that out, right? That's cheese, mate. That'd make the crocodile hunter yell out crikey.
I taste the melty cheese. It's really gooey. The ham is really rich, really savory. And then the bread just has so much butter on it. It just kind of feels like a big, like, warm blanket. It's a beautiful, cheesy blanket.
I mean, look at this cheese in this sandwich. It just perfectly combines to the melt in your mouth flavor that this sandwich should be.
So stumble off 6th Street and tuck yourself into a booth at the Driscoll's 1886 Cafe and Bakery.
This is like the oasis in the middle of this 6th Street. There's craziness going on outside. You can come inside and have a meal like that. That's unbelievable.
Crazy crabbing on Tiki Time in San Francisco.
Winner, winner, crab dinner.
And we found the top scallops in the country at the lowest possible latitude.
Don't mind if I do.
The top of Nob Hill has perhaps the most panoramic view of San Francisco. So, it's no wonder that since 1907, it's been the location of one of Fox City's finest hotels, the Fairmont.
We have a 360-degree view of the whole bay. So that's why we're kind of like the iconic hotel of San Francisco, because everybody looks up and they see the Fairmont.
Walking into this lavish lobby, you'd never suspect that just a few flights below lies one of the city's biggest surprises. The Tonga Room, the granddaddy of all tiki bars.
It's the last thing you expect to find in a grand hotel like the Fairmont. You walk in here and you feel like you're stepping back in time. It doesn't feel like San Francisco. This is full-on tiki, 100%. Sorry, 110%.
Designed by an MGM set decorator in the mid-40s, the Tonga Room gives you that complete tropical rainforest experience. And we mean complete.
It rains from the ceiling into the pool, and there's lightning flashing, there's thunder sounds going on. Everybody gets super excited when that starts happening.
Nothing says special like actual special effects.
You're wowed by the room, and then you sit down and you're wowed by the food again.
The South Pacific inspiration is also evident in the Pan-Asian menu from Chef Eric Season.
That's our theme, is to go more of the Pacific Islands and to create different dishes in different regions so that people can explore different flavors.
Flavors like their sweet and spicy Dungeness chili crab.
First step is to create the chili sauce. We're gonna saute our garlic, our ginger, and green onion. Then once it's already like a bit brown, we're gonna deglaze it with Shaoxing wine. In Chinese cooking, this one is the #1 staple.
Chef Eric, what makes your chili sauce so special?
Special ingredients, probably the ketchup and the sweet chili sauce. The combination of the two, the tartness and the sweetness, and a little bit of spice, that makes a dish.
And now, the heat index goes up a few degrees with some sambal, a fermented chili.
That's it. That's our chili sauce.
Sourced straight from the bay, the jumbo Dungeness crab is cut in quarters and pre-cracked to let the sweet heat seep into the meat.
What we're gonna do is batter the crab lightly, so we don't want to over batter the crab or else it will lose its flavor.
Each piece is dredged in an egg wash and seasoned flour, then quick fried in soybean oil.
Smells like fresh crab.
The fried crab gets walked through more flavor paces with garlic, peppers, and that tang-tastic chili sauce.
Then our finishing touch is adding our egg. The egg will add texture and flavor.
A few finishing touches, and it is done and Dungeness.
And this is our Tonga Dungeness chili crab. Tiki-inspired cuisine in San Francisco.
What? The presentation is ridiculous. I've never seen a crab in this manner whatsoever. It looks good.
This coating that's on the outside has all these wonderful, gentle, peppery, sweet flavors. This is really good, guys.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is the messiest crab I've ever had in my life, but this is real good. It starts off sweet and it's got a little kick to it. And it's just crispy and delicious. It's just finger-licking good crab.
It's considered an insult to the Polynesian beverage gods to enter a tiki bar without having a cocktail. And the Tonga Room's Rainmaker is a bowl full of fun and rum.
To make the Rainmaker, we use 3 different types of rum.
Pineapple, orange, and lemon juices, as well as a few other liqueurs, pack in the Tropic Thunder.
Wow. That is an orgy of rum right there.
It's sweet, but it's also strong, and it's also spicy, and it's got some tartness. It's got a lot going on, but it all sits nicely together.
And what a fun way to enjoy a drink. Drinking out of the same mammoth mug.
Another shareable Tonga classic are their char siu ribs. Hey, break me off a piece of that rib rack, please.
Char siu is a traditional Chinese barbecue. Char siu means char means fork and siu means pork. Before in ancient times, during Chinese period, they cook it with a fork, with a long fork, on open flame.
This fork pork is all about the marinade. Eric starts with dry ingredients like sugar, cinnamon, ginger, and Korean kamcho powder.
This is the kamcho powder whole, and this one is the one that's powdered already. Kind of like a licorice flavor into it.
Then, soy sauce, hoisin, shusing, wine again, sesame oil, and an egg.
What we're gonna do is rub it, make sure everything's coated. We're gonna marinate it for 36 to 48 hours.
The fully flavor-fied ribs bake in the oven for 2 hours and get served with a side of plum sauce.
The reason we're gonna add plum sauce is because the char siu meat is a bit sweet and salty. The plum sauce will add that tartness once you dip in the ribs. Sweet and sticky Tonga Room char siu ribs.
Tastes good, right?
Yeah.
Really good. Cheers.
Absolutely perfect. They're moist on the inside. It's exactly how ribs should be.
Those are some good ribs. The sauce on it is like so sweet, tangy though. It's delicious.
Oh my God. It literally falls off the bone. It's so good. I think that this is one of the better ribs I've ever had.
Happy tummies.
The Tonga Room at the Fairmont Hotel is a tiki time capsule that feels miles away from your everyday.
Tonga Room is the cheapest vacation on the planet because you come here, you feel like you've taken a trip a long, long way from home. We're definitely going on a second date, the 3 of us, after this.
With its gorgeous beaches and devotion to fun, Key West, Florida is a tropical paradise, perfect for recreation, relaxation, and romance, especially if you're staying at a resort right there on the beach.
We're at the southernmost, we're eating fabulous food, having great drinks, and I am the happiest bride, newlywed, that you could ever imagine right now.
The southernmost beach resort is the farthest south you can go in the continental USA. It's actually closer to Havana, Cuba than it is to Miami, Florida.
We like it that way. We like it that way. Gives a little more mystique.
With so much celebrating going on here, even the scallops have overdone it. And therein lies a dish, Southernmost Beach Cafe's Drunken Scallops.
Where else can you dine 90 miles from Cuba? Come down, have some fresh sea scallops with drunken scallop sauce. I mean,
Come on, you can't go wrong.
Chef Matt keeps the scallops clean and creamy by cooking them in duck fat. It's rich like butter, but it won't get smoky or charred tasting. And for seasoning, just a touch of salt and pepper helps keep that clean theme afloat.
We got all of our scallops seasoned up here, and we got our duck fat here ready to go, and then we're gonna drop it like it's hot.
How do you know when side one is scrumptious enough?
You'll watch the edge of the scallop curl up a little bit, and we'll start seeing that nice caramel color that will flip. Check out that beautiful color on the scallop. That's what you want.
He makes the sauce in his now flavored duck fat with garlic and shallots, the thinking man's onion. Then, everyone's favorite applewood smoked bacon.
This is where the scallops get nice and drunk.
With seasonal cider beer, duck sauce becomes drunk sauce.
We're gonna let this go down about halfway, get it nice and thick and syrupy, and we're gonna go ahead and add our heavy cream to the dish.
Matt also adds butter and Parmesan. Then he lets it cook on down.
So we got bacon fat, we got butter fat, and we got duck fat. It's healthy.
After all that fatty fitness, the scallops need a rest.
So we're gonna go ahead and make our lobster mashed potatoes now. We got some of our Yukon Gold mashed potatoes.
Yukon, and you will, because
they're a little bit sweeter, not as starchy as your white potato that you might get.
Maine lobster claws arrive on the red eye ready for their mashup. He folds with the gold, and behold.
And the best part of our drunken scallop dish is the drunken scallop sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and put that right over our nice caramelized scallops. These drunken scallops are ready to go in Key West. Let's party.
Oh my God. It's just absolutely incredible.
So good. I love mashed potatoes, but especially when there's lobster in them.
You have to taste this. It's like a little piece of heaven.
I love the sauce. The sauce definitely makes it, for sure.
This is the stuff. This is the lobster with the mashed potatoes, a little drunken sauce, and the scallops. Don't mind if I do. Crazy.
Now you can't visit the Keys without indulging in a little key lime pie.
Woo! Best key lime pie on the island.
But to really buoy your spirits, how about something a little more grown up, like the key lime pie margarita? It's island lime double time with key lime liqueur and key lime tequila. Then triple sec and sour mix over ice. Mix till nice. It's a pie-inspired cocktail, complete with a rim of graham cracker crust.
They're super good, refreshing, perfect for the beach. There's no Key West with no key lime, so you definitely have to have them. Island life. Yeah.
Southernmost beach resort has gotta be the most tropical, the most beautiful, the most flavorful place to stay and play in the Florida Keys.
You need to come here, do what you can. You need to stay at the southernmost point.
This is what we do. This is absolutely what we do.
Once you get here, you won't want to leave.
So she's staying another night. Staying another night.
For exotic seafood excitement, it's just a short trip to Long Island.
It's crazy how much flavor is in it.
New Yorkers, you don't have to go to the ends of the earth to find the perfect weekend getaway. You just have to make it to the tip of Long Island. For a taste of hotel hospitality with a hint of hipness, check into Surf Lodge in Montauk.
Surf Lodge is not just about the hotel. We have great live music, great food, and it's the best place to stay in Montauk.
Executive Chef Robert Sieber is captain of the kitchen, and he's setting a course for bold, big city flavors.
Very proud of the seafood here at the Surf Lodge, mainly because the dock we use is only a half a mile away. I can go each and every morning before work and see what they have, and I can change the menu based on what we have available.
The food and the local flair bring you in, but it's the laid-back vibe that tempts you to stay a while.
Well, thanks for coming in, guys. Thank you.
The Surf Lodge is like, for me, it's all about vibe. It's like all about a sense of community and like just kind of cool, good people.
We come here whenever we can just to grab a bite. Yeah. Food's always good.
As you might guess by the location, the menu here is seafood ahoy. One dish that'll intrigue even the most adventurous pasta lover is the sea urchin linguine. Sea urchin? I don't know.
If you've never had sea urchin, you've got to try it. Sea urchin is essentially a spiky little shellfish. It's creamy, it's salty, and it's sweet.
Especially when Robert Sweet talks it in the kitchen romance languages.
We take French and Italian techniques and blend it with some Asian flavors.
Starting with a Japanese cooking stock known as dashi.
The first step would be the kombu. It's essentially dried kelp. It gives the foundation and the nice, rich seafood flavor that we're looking for.
The kelp starts in cold water, raised to a slow simmer.
You do not want to boil it. That's going to bring out the bitterness within the kelp, and that will ruin the whole stock.
The kelp is removed, but leaves behind all that briny flavor, and another seasoning swims into the pot.
Here we have bonito flakes, sometimes referred to as katsuobushi. Bonito is a fish very similar to tuna.
You might recognize those dried darlings from the top of your sushi roll, supplying that satisfying crunch.
Here we have another type of seaweed. It's called nori, and we're just going to lightly toast it and bring out the flavor in it.
Lightly is rightly, as the chef waves the seaweed over an open flame. Too much heat and it'll be bitter.
I wish you could smell how good this smells. Toasting the seaweed is going to bring out all that rich umami flavor within it.
And umami is it tasty, especially when he adds the creaminess of super rich French butter, followed by our plucky sea urchin.
Once it's finally cut up, you can add it to your butter. Very rich, creamy, essentially tastes like the sea.
Chef adds soy sauce, sesame oil, and mirin, a sweet rice wine. Then, that toasted nori, which has been blended into a powder, sprinkles in.
That's perfect.
That dashi goes into the pan and is heated up with the sea urchin and butter, along with those Asian flavors. Here to help you lap up that creamy cross-cultural sauce is the pasta, whose name means little tongues, linguine.
This is lump crab for another layer of ocean-y goodness.
Top it with more uni and micro daikon radish, and this ocean devotional is complete.
Sea urchin linguine. For fish this fresh, you gotta come to Montauk.
A lot of umami flavor. Has a great balance. The lump crab has also a nice texture that's a really nicely composed dish.
There's a little bit of crab meat in this. You get flavor of like the ocean. It's like creamy at the same time, and it's really good.
The crab and the uni together, it's like sweet and salty.
The uni kind of melts in your mouth.
Why is it urgent people try this urchin?
It's crazy how much flavor is in this. So delicious.
For your next nearby island getaway, establish a beachhead at Surf Lodge. It's the Montauk of the town.
Montauk vibes.
Montauk vibes.
That's Montauk. The last place you want to go to have the best time of your life.
In the Pacific Northwest, cheesesteak and pizza flavor reach their twin peaks.
It's perfect. You can't go wrong.
Let's escape to Washington State's Salish Lodge, where log cabins and log ladies watch over a wealth of raging water. 268 feet of it, to be exact.
Yeah, it's just one of our favorite places. Get to see the waterfalls, walk around, come up here for a drink. It's just very relaxing. You know, just love the atmosphere.
Fans of a certain cult TV show might already recognize that this hotel is not what it seems.
The Salish Lodge is known as the Great Northern from Twin Peaks.
This is one lodge in the woods you want to get lost in. One of the best places to see all that famous scenery is upstairs in the attic.
You know, the attic's a little more intimate, which is really nice, and you got a great view and good food.
Another reason to scale the stairs to the attic is their Northwest-style cheesesteak. Chef Shannon, fill us in.
Despite being a luxury lodge, we do like to offer comfort foods. You can get a sandwich, you can get a pizza.
Sounds yummy. Let's get started.
We're gonna make a spice rub from herbs right outside our back door in the gardens. Well, a dry rub is gonna give us that blackening effect, that really nice heavy char and smoky flavor that a lot of us really enjoy when grilling. And there's really no rules besides get as much on it as it can hold. So now our tri-tip is gonna go straight on to the hottest part of the grill. We want this to burn.
Burn? Like fire, walk with me burn?
The spice rub and the extra char and burn on the steak is gonna really accentuate that smoky outdoor grilling barbecue flavors. We're gonna flip it over until it's medium rare.
Got it. Crispy outside, perfect pink inside. Those are, pardon us, damn fine looking tri-tips.
This is just what we want. It's nice and black, really charred and crispy.
Those colorful cheesesteak co-stars, onions and peppers, go down on the grill while Chef Shannon whips up a tangy creme fraiche with horseradish and whole grain mustard.
It's going to offset the spice and the richness of the steak.
The seared steak is shaved, then snuggles into a skillet with the vegetables and smoked cheddar.
And it's going to go into our 600-degree hearth-fired oven until the cheese is all nice and bubbly and crisp. We love the crispy stuff.
Yeah, we do. Now get that bun ready for the show. 5 minutes, Dougie Creme Fraiche.
A little extra. I like it to dribble out the back when I eat it myself.
Then, meat, cheese, and veggies bundle up inside the bun under a parka of locally grown garden parsley.
Here we have it, the Attic's Northwest style Philly cheesesteak.
Real good.
Usually with Philly cheesesteak, it's covered with cheese. You don't really get to get to the meats. This one, so much meat in the sandwich, you know what you're eating, and it's phenomenal.
The meat has kind of a smoky flavor. It's got great onion flavor, and the cheese works very well together.
That smoked cheese and the marinated tri-tip on there is just hearty, rich, really good flavors. The honey mustard sauce on there is really good too. I gotta go with the cheesesteak.
Amateur special agents out there, the Attic features a sweet and spicy sipper called the Dale Cooper. Salish is steeped in natural beauty. Not only do they have their own gardens, there's also an on-site apiary. You'll be grateful for it once you try a slice of their sweet Hawaiian pizza.
You can't just have a boring Hawaiian pizza. You got to add a little Northwest twist.
We make it a little sweeter by adding some honey from our apiaries that are about 200 yards out the front door.
The buzz is that this hand-tossed dough is on the honey-do list.
So a little trick is I always keep my fingers rolled under so I don't poke through the dough.
Next comes a deluge of local delicacies, tomato sauce, whole milk mozzarella, and artisan ham.
Some fresh diced pineapple.
Pacific Northwest pineapple?
Unfortunately, pineapple doesn't grow here, so we fly it in.
That's cool. So it's like they're on vacation. What's next?
A little bit of shaved Reggiano cheese, Parmesan Reggiano, and from here it's ready to go in the oven.
At 600 degrees, the wood-burning Inferno gets this Polynesian pleasure's crust nice and crispy in no time.
Cheese is nice and brown. Crust is a little crispy.
A chiffonade of basil, and Shannon sweetens the deal with that in-house honey.
The Attic's pizza, it's the bee's knees.
The honey is actually delicious with the ham. It's sort of a sweet and salty with the savory cheese. It really works well together.
Things are a bit weird here in the woods. Can you say that one more time?
I thought it might be a little too sweet with the pineapple, but it works.
Oh, that's better.
The pineapple, I think, is kind of the stronger part, but in a really nice way. But the honey just brings it up another level, but it doesn't take away from the ooey-gooeyness of the cheese or the saltiness of the ham. It's perfect. You can't go wrong.
So relax by the waterfall and raise an Arnold Palmer to Laura Palmer. You're sure to become a fanatic of the Attic. When it comes to Southwestern meatloaf magic, it is easy being green.
Best meatloaf I've ever had. Wow. By far. Yes.
Santa Fe, New Mexico has been a sanctuary for free spirits for several centuries now. And when the beat of your own drummer takes you through the Southwest, you gotta stay at La Fonda on the Plaza.
The La Fonda is one of the most amazing hotels to really experience what it was like to be in Santa Fe hundreds of years ago.
La Fonda is the heart of Santa Fe.
And the heartbeat of La Fonda is provided by the hotel's restaurant, La Plazuela. When you're talking New Mexican cooking, it usually means one very unique key ingredient. Don't leave us hanging. What is it?
What's really important about New Mexico cuisine is our red and green chili. The flavor's out of this world. What a lot of people don't understand, all that we produce, 70% of it is eaten by New Mexicans. All those folks in New York and LA, they don't get our chili. They get a little bit, but we get it all. We kind of hoard it.
One taste of their signature dish, and you might understand. Behold, the green chili meatloaf. But the chilies aren't the only thing that makes this meatloaf special. Right, Chef?
This meatloaf's different than your grandmother's.
He's not kidding. It starts out pretty standard, with ground beef and ground pork. Then comes a delicious new wrinkle.
What I like about the meatloaf is the sweetness of the white raisins and the heat of the green chili.
Those raisins add both sweetness and texture. Then comes eggs, herbs, and breadcrumbs.
This will help keep your meatloaf together and keep it tight.
Followed by the Southwest savoriness.
Sauteed onions, green chili, and pinon.
Pinon are, of course, pine nuts for a hint of pesto freshness.
And now we get to mix it all up. We have a mold here, and we're gonna go ahead and fill it up.
This meaty throwdown is about to go down.
And what I like to do is try to throw that in there pretty hard so there's not a whole lot of air and we don't have air pockets inside of our meatloaf.
And then, of course, he has to get it out of the mold.
I threw the meatloaf in the pan pretty hard to get rid of some of the air. I like to knock it down a few times. And that's our little meatloaf right there.
Chef bakes that meatloaf on a screen to guarantee even cooking all around. And while that's happening, Lane's not loafing.
Now we're gonna put together our spicy chipotle glaze that we're gonna put on our meatloaf.
The glazy fare includes ketchup, adobo sauce, brown sugar, and cumin.
Pull this meatloaf out of the oven now. It's all just about done.
Like a gentleman, Georgia O'Keeffe, Lane paints on the glaze.
Pop this back in the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes. That'll help the sugars in the ketchup and the brown sugar caramelize on top.
That's exactly what happens, and it just gets better from there.
These are roasted garlic, buttermilk mashed potatoes, zesty tomato sauce,
and a few little slices of heaven.
Green chili meatloaf, New Mexico style.
Flavorful. Best meatloaf I've ever had. Wow. By far. Yes.
My Italian grandmother used to make a fabulous meatloaf. She would have liked this one.
The meatloaf is glazed and it's a little bit sweet, and that really combines well with kind of the spice of the meatloaf and the mashed potatoes.
I like the pinon and the green chili and the way it combines and comes together. The red chili sauce kind of puts that finale on it.
The only thing missing from these hotel hotspots, some kind of do not disturb sign for our forks. You know, come back later. We're eating. Can we get you something fun to start with?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Whoa. In food paradise, there's a million new ways to dazzle and amaze with appetizers.
Everybody gets what they want, everybody gets what they need.
Sliders! It's the perfect combination. Ooh, spicy.
You get variety, novelty, and plenty to share with a friend. No need to click on agree to terms. Just enjoy the ultimate apps download.
That's what that is right there.
Welcome to Atlanta, or should I say Atlanta, where at a parkside hideaway called The Nook, they know what starters get it started in here.
We're blessed with this location, and we take it very seriously to provide awesome food and a great atmosphere and great drinks. Our appetizers are like entrees.
That's no joke. Check out the size of the Nook's smothered tater tot extravaganza, the Macho Tacho.
Tachos are nachos, but instead of tortilla chips, we do tater tots.
The Nook has 5 kinds of tachos on their menu, and the Macho Tacho combines them all into one 5-pound pile of goodness.
Macho Tacho is the ultimate appetizer. You know, we have tots that we just cover in all kinds of goodness, a little bit of everything.
Including 2 specialty sauces, creamy cheese and cola barbecue.
Here at the Nook, we prefer to make our barbecue sauce from scratch and not from a bottle.
The soda-based sauce starts with a sauté of veggies, including bell peppers, onions, and jalapenos.
The next step in the process is I deglaze it with cola, and then from there I add the brown sugar, the cayenne, and the chili powder.
A little ketchup, and this barbecue sauce is a many-blended thing.
Powerful mixer here.
That's one in the books. Now commence cultured creaminess. It starts with milk, half and half, and a whole heap of heavy cream.
Here at the Nook, we don't do anything just a little bit. Everything is grand here.
Including the spice, which means a mass of red pepper flakes mixed with American cheese.
And that gives the sauce that extra kick to it.
Spicy cheese is mixed with the milk. Now let's make this mountain of munchies.
Here you go, folk. This is what 5 pounds of tater tots look like.
George drizzles the decadent cheese sauce over all the tots before building tacho number 1, the buffalo.
Now I'm gonna add the blue cheese for the buffalo tacho. Okay. Next, we're gonna add chicken. We're gonna top it with buffalo sauce.
Tacho number 2 is the redneck. A pile of pulled pork gets doused in that beautiful barbecue sauce, a few jalapenos for heat.
The buffalo borders into the redneck, and the redneck borders into the buffalo, creating a taste that could be magnificent.
Number 3, the loaded tacho, is a spud spectacular with shredded cheese, bacon, sour cream, and scallions.
It's just like the classic loaded potato, but we have tots, and it's beautiful.
Tacho number 4, the nacho tacho, includes the classics, pico de gallo, scallions, and sour cream. And finally, number 5, the Mac Daddy tacho.
Start with mac and cheese on top. This is our in-house black bean chili. And then it's topped with shredded cheese. And there you have it. All hail the Macho Tacho, the king of all appetizers.
Oh my God. I got the hots for these tots.
Ooh, spicy.
This is my favorite appetizer in the world.
Not only is it the best appetizer, it's the biggest appetizer in Atlanta. You have anything and everything you ever wanted. Bacon, chicken, pork, chili, mac and cheese. Amazing.
You get shredded cheese on top of the cheese that you already have in your macaroni. It's like, who doesn't like extra cheese?
Buffalo wings are amazing. Tater tots are amazing. Combine them, and they're gonna be the best thing in the world.
Don't dive into an app this intimidating without a drink just as gigantic, like the Superstar Fishbowl, that's made with pink lemonade, citrusy soda, and almost half a bottle of blueberry vodka.
There's over 10 shots of vodka in one of our fish bowls.
That's potent stuff.
There's also enough candy for every Superstar sipper.
And one for me. Always. There you have it, the Nook Superstar Fishbowl.
This is the holy grail.
The lemonade, the blueberry. If I'm at the Nook, I'm getting this fishbowl because it's fantastic.
This is not a sip slow drink. You gotta like tackle it.
It's really sweet, so you could call it a candy shot.
A candy shot!
Candy shot.
Can I get a refill?
Why save room for your entree when you can just eat your way through the entire app menu at the Nook?
Are you macho enough for this, Tacho?
Los Angeles is a town of endless opportunities. And there's one place on the west side where all the A-list apps come together to hang out. Bar food.
I always want something small after work, and this is the spot. The food, I mean, you can't beat it.
In my family, we like to eat a million different things. When we go to a restaurant, if they don't have a large appetizer section, it's probably not the place that we're gonna go back to. I like creating a menu where there's a lot of different things that you can eat.
Here, variety isn't just a magazine. It's the philosophy behind Bar Food's Slider Trio.
This dish is great because on happy hour you can get fried chicken, a buffalo, a meatball. You can mix it all up and get a bunch of different flavors.
Chef Johanna starts with the colorful co-star of their buffalo slider, the blue cheese slaw.
You're not getting an overpowering blue cheese flavor, but you're really getting that lovely blend when you bite into that slider of a little bit of blue cheese, that crunch, basically like eating a chicken wing on a bun.
Cabbage cuts blend with shredded carrots and a savory sauce made from mayo, sour cream, and a little lemon juice to keep it light.
Anyone can make slaw, but ours has that nice little zing with the addition of blue cheese.
Good enough to eat with a spoon. But wait till you try it on top of their crispy fried chicken.
It is just a childhood love affair, right? Everybody loves fried chicken. I don't care who you are. Even if you're vegan, there's a vegan fried chicken out there for you.
Johanna double dredges this non-vegan version in potato starch, buttermilk, and flour.
All we gotta do is give these chickies a little fry bath.
I'm not saying she's a diva, but her slider contract writer does call for special buns.
For our buffalo slider, we use a pretzel bun, and for the rest of them, we use a brioche bun.
The hearty little pretzel roll really stands up to all that spicy sauce that's slathered on the chicken.
We really just want to cover it in buffalo sauce.
Yeah, you do. A little blue moose slaw. And moving on to slider number 2.
Keep that slider party going.
This crispy chick slides into a brioche bun with lettuce and pickles for a classic Southern-style fried chicken slider. So simple, so tasty.
These sliders are fantastic. I can't get enough of them. I eat them all the time.
For sliders beyond the bird, Bar Food also boasts a homemade meatball smothered in marinara and tangy pulled pork with pickled onions. Choose your favorite 3 or go ape on these apps and get all 4.
Bar Food sliders. These apps are an easy download.
It tastes like home, man. I'm from Buffalo, and this is the closest buffalo sauce that you're gonna get out here in LA. When you're biting into it, you get a little bit of that crispness, that blue cheese.
That's just a solid meatball. You know that old saying, like, it's a spicy meatball? That's what that is right there.
The heat with the buffalo sauce, the coleslaw, they're like really complement each other very well. It's awesome.
My personal favorite is the Southern Fried. That thing is great. A little bit of mayonnaise, lettuce, and that pickle just kicks it right over.
Sliders! Next, Bar Food ups its aptitude with their mac and cheese bites.
You can get a bowl of mac and cheese anytime, most places, but it's really awesome to be able to get a mac and cheese snack.
This snack attack starts with buttery bechamel, blended with the grated goodness of 2 kinds of cheese.
The sharpness from the cheddar and then the Monterey Jack just kind of evens it all out.
The silky sauce just melts all over that mac.
This is looking exactly how we want it to. Nice and blended together.
Johanna molds the macaroni into a sheet tray, then an overnight nap in the freezer forms some delicious cheesicles.
All we've got to do is cut it, batter it, fry it, we're ready to go.
A little fry time, and frozen becomes golden brown and gooey in mere moments.
You can just hear the crisp when you pick them up. I just want to eat one right now.
Don't forget a side of spiced marinara for the dipping. Magnificent.
Bar Foods mac and cheese bites. Don't judge a bite by its size.
Mac and cheese is awesome, but with that crunch on the outside, the fact it's fried, it's amazing.
It's like childhood that you get to dunk in awesome sauce. Right there. Just everything you want.
Chewy gooey and cheesy on the inside, but you still get that crunch on the outside. It's everything you want in an app.
So why stew in commuter crawl traffic on the 405 when there's an express lane of tasty apps at Bar Food?
This is exactly why we come to this place, man. These appetizers are killer, dude.
In Detroit, apps are all about supply and demand. As in, we demand a larger supply.
Yes, please, and thank you.
Forget your troubles. Come on, get appy in Detroit. A transitioning town with a taste for fabulous food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow.
When you're coming to Detroit to eat and have a good time, you have so many options nowadays. You could go out and party every night of the week and do something new.
Such as popping over to the historic Corktown district for some barbecue and beer at Slo's.
The cool part about Slo's is it doesn't have a part that you don't like. You just want to come and hang out.
You cannot get apps like this anywhere in Detroit, anywhere else.
You guys, we got 3 wings in and 2 pork enchiladas. For me, appetizers are important. I can make an entire meal out of appetizers in a restaurant, and I want to know that people can come in here and do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing says starter like a nice meaty chicken wing. But this ain't Buffalo. So So the boys at Slows skip the hot sauce and dry smoke their barbecue wings.
I can't say that I don't love buffalo wings, but I will admit that these blow buffalo wings away. I'm sorry, they just do.
We're not here to fight, we're here to eat. Break down the secret levels behind these bone-in beauties.
Our barbecue wings here at Slows have 3 levels of flavor. You bring all of those together, you're not gonna beat this flavor, and you're not gonna find it anywhere else.
Flavor level number 1, Slows Miracle Marinade.
First step is hot sauce. Louisiana style, it brings a lot of tang, just a little bit of heat. You got some crushed red chilies. Salt, amp that flavor up. Fresh garlic, the complexity and just the tang that you get from garlic, you can't really beat it.
Then, the all-important oil and vinegar.
Vinegar backs up some of the tang from the hot sauce. I would liken this marinade to a really spicy Italian dressing.
After a 24-hour sweet heat soak, the wings are ready for flavor level number 2, the spice rub. Brown sugar, salt, pepper, and paprika are the stars of this spice-tacular.
Get all this mixed together. You can use your hands too, but I like tools.
Wings thoroughly spiced, we advance to flavor level number 3.
This is our trusty smoker, Jesco. Jesco White. I like to name all of our smokers after my favorite hillbillies. It's like naming a car, your relationship gets cemented.
Good old Jesco Hickory Smoked Slows Wings a spell. That's hillbilly talk for 2 hours.
We feel that the hickory really gives it that classic barbecue flavor that people expect. Oh, yeah.
After the wings achieve the trifecta of flavor,
that's what you're looking for, nice and dark brown.
Michael flies them back to the kitchen where they're served up with one of Slows' remarkable homemade beer-based sauces.
Slows Jumbo Smoked Chicken Wings with beer barbecue sauce. This is how we do appetizers in Detroit.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Man. Oh, these wings are off the chart.
You can have your silly Billy deep fried wings. I want no part of that.
Perfect amount of smokiness, sweetness. They fall off the bone.
I'm a boneless guy. I don't think I'll ever go back. These are amazing.
Yes, please, and thank you.
I'm in appetizer hunting.
A solid start, but then Slows ups the app ante with a festive take on pigs in a blanket, pulled pork enchiladas.
This is a little nod and respect to our neighbors to the south. This appetizer is just gonna turn into like a little flavor bomb of pork and cheese.
Bacon fat serves as the base for a saute of pulled pork and onions.
Let's get all of that nice smoky pulled pork in here with your bacon fat and your onions. Give it a nice little flip.
Pork meets smoked poblano sauce, taking this app from average to A+.
That's going to start adding more flavor and dimension to it.
With the pork properly primed with poblano, Michael piles it high into corn tortillas.
Full of pork, full of flavor and smoke.
And rolls them up snug.
Rolled nice and tight like a Cuban pork cigar.
A second shot of picante poblano sauce is followed by queso chihuahua.
Now it's time to put this in our broiler, turn it into a nice cheesy, porky, gooey appetizer. No, look at that. Nice and cheesy, gooey.
Top it with pickled jalapenos, and this little piggy is perfecto.
We make them slow so you can eat them fast.
Good. Probably the best enchilada appetizer I've ever had.
It's such an unusual combination, mixing like Mexican and barbecue, but it works. It works really well, yeah.
You get that feeling like sweet, then bam, a little heat.
This pulled pork is just so succulent and amazing. This is an appetizer, and this is like my meal.
I was gonna give you some.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I know, right?
If you love barbecue, there's finally an app for that, and it's right here at Slows.
So why go anywhere else when you can enjoy the happening apps at Slows?
I could eat these every day for the rest of my life.
In Chicago, we explore the healing effects of cheese fries.
This is gonna feel good going down.
And in Milwaukee, we break down the anatomy of a great appetizer.
The pork belly comes from here.
In Chicago, there are plenty of places to eat, drink, and be happy.
Chicagoans love their food. They love their booze, obviously. They love their sports. There's so many different options.
At the absolute top is Woody's Flat.
Their appetizers are amazing.
The hardest decision of my day is which app to pick from Woody's. They're all so good.
So you can walk in here and have some of the best appetizers in the whole city. We're not just gonna make an app, we're gonna make the best app.
To truly appreciate Woody's, just dive into their dive bar fries. If you want perfect abs, go to the gym. But if you want perfect apps, you go to Jim. Chef Jim. Let's meet your chili meat.
It's a combination of chuck, short rib, and brisket that really gives this chili a beefy, meaty flavor.
And those spices?
I could tell you what's in this blend, but unfortunately, if I did, you'd end up in cement galoshes at the bottom of Lake Michigan.
His spices may be secret, but the real secret here is beer.
We use a nice, rich, thick stout. You gotta have beer.
Then roasted beef stock, stewed tomatoes, and
beans. This isn't some Texas chili. This is real Chicago chili.
His chili cooks for 3 hours. So, let's go queso.
This is what holds the whole dish together. Literally, it's beer queso. It's beer, it's cheese, mixed together. It's a work of art.
American cheese, hot peppers, heavy cream, and more beer.
Rich, cheesy, beery goodness. Beer queso.
Now, Jim applies the toppings to the fries.
And cheese at its very best. This is Chicago. It's how we roll.
With layers of chili, shredded cheddar, Chicago-style giardiniera, and a fried egg. These are not your ordinary chili cheese fries. Just a sprinkling of scallions and
dive bar fries from Woody's. Truly an upscale app.
Absolutely.
This is gonna feel good going down.
This is an app that I'm gonna download into my stomach.
Absolutely delicious.
I've never seen anything like it. There's like 100 ingredients in it.
These are not your mama's fries.
The queso is perfect. It's a game changer.
Gooey, warm, delicious.
I can't stop eating them. Yeah, I love beer. So anytime you can taste beer, we want it on there.
Another killer app at Woody's is actually many spectacular apps in one. The Big Board Sampler.
The mother of all apps.
Jim kicks off this big mama with some mad kitchen magic. Savory chicken plus sweet waffles all in one bite. Pure genius.
We're gonna coat our chicken and let that marinate for at least 12 hours.
The chicken bathes in buttermilk, spices, and a little hot sauce. After that, it's batter up.
We fry it once in a light batter just to give it a little bit of coating and a little bit of crunch, and then we make a waffle-style batter that we recoat it with and fry it till it's golden brown again. Once is great, twice is nice.
A sprinkling of lucky sugar dust, and these chicken and waffle bites get into position for the app attack.
It comes with some of our warm Bavarian pretzel sticks, our wings, soggies, which is one of our signature items.
What, the app? What are soggies?
Tuscan bread filled with jack cheese, cheddar cheese, and Parmesan cheese, all melted down, served with warm au jus for dipping. Finally, it comes with some of our signature cheeseburger sliders, which are topped with bacon jam.
All right, Jim, let's jam. He puts it all on a big old slab of Woody's wood, and then it's app, and away!
Woody's Flat Big Board Sampler. The biggest, baddest app in the Windy City, and that's saying something.
Greatness. It's a mini bun of greatness.
Outstanding.
The chicken and waffle bites are my absolute favorite. Sweet and it's savory.
It's actually probably life-changing.
I could say life-changing, yes.
She can have her chicken and waffles, you can have a slider, I got my pretzels. Everybody gets what they want, everybody gets what they need.
For what's happening in Chicago, Woody's Flat is the flat-out favorite. Bon appetit. as inviting as a warm mitten, we're headed to Wisconsin. Specifically, that good land we call Milwaukee. It's here that a local pub wears its pride on its shirt. Drink Wisconsinly. And when it comes to food, this place is where it's happening.
Cheers, guys. These definitely have to be some of the best appetizers in the entire city of Milwaukee. Maybe even the county, probably the state.
Before he had any business savvy, owner Richard Lorbach had a vision.
At the end of every beer commercial, they usually end with "Please drink responsibly." And I heard "Drink Wisconsinly." I created a T-shirt, put it out there, and I couldn't keep them in stock. We call it Wisconsin's official, unofficial lifestyle brand.
Realizing he was onto something, Richard opened a corner bar with lots of local flavor. All based on that T-shirt. Amazingly, it worked. The chef is David Sapp. Even his name rhymes with app. And his appetizers are loved by the folks of this good land.
We're gonna make the mother of all apps, the pork belly poutine.
Dave starts the poutine with a party mirepoix. That's onions, carrots, and celery braised in beer.
And you have to make sure to save a little bit for yourself. Delicious.
Their take on this classic from the Great White North includes some Wisconsin-sinful ingredients, with pork belly taking front seat.
The pork belly comes from here. Ready for the money shot? Can you hear that? That is one of the most beautiful sounds in the world.
Dave sears the meat on both sides before slow cooking it for about 3 hours. The gravy isn't the traditional mushroom variety. It's a beef gravy made with garlic, shallots, cream, and brandy.
The brandy's gonna give it a depth of flavor, but it's kind of an ode to our old-fashioned.
More on that in a minute. But meanwhile, Dave loads up that gravy with the works. Peppercorns, brown sugar, ketchup, and apple cider vinegar.
Ah, it's beautiful. Super yummy. We're ready.
French fries, cheese curds, pork belly, gravy, and a secret house seasoning. Oh, snap. That's one gorgeous app.
Pork belly poutine. Eat your heart out, Canada. You got a poutine? Table 69?
I just really love the cheese, pork belly, and the gravy all in one bite.
That is cooked really, really well. That's delicious.
Drink Wisconsinly has the perfect libation to chase their starters down. The Brandy Old Fashioned.
There's no other place like this where you can get a brandy old fashioned out of what we in Wisconsin call a bubbler.
Here in Wisconsin, we call a drinking fountain a bubbler. And now we have a bubbler that pours old fashions.
If it's a Wisconsin brandy old fashioned, they might just put a cheese curd on there too.
If you notice, there's a cheese curd on top, and it makes it delicious. It doesn't get any more Wisconsin than that. Cheers. Drink Wisconsinly.
There's a bit of a Canadian influence in the poutine, but another awesome app here at D-Dubs trades in the toque for a sombrero.
Wisconchos are as if Wisconsin and Cinco de Mayo had a baby.
Yes, Wisconchos. I've got a feeling we're not in tortilla flats anymore.
It truly is like a nacho platter, but with completely Wisconsin ingredients.
Bingo, gringo. Let's build this border-hopping belly buster.
So we're not going to use tortilla chips like the classic. We're going to use crispy potato chips.
Kennebec potatoes, with their high starch content, are soaked in water before they're fried, which will level them up to Crispy Zone 6.
So now we're going to make our beer cheese sauce. It is our Wisconsin's answer to nacho cheese.
Dave starts with the classic roux: butter, flour, and milk. And, this being America's Dairyland, he of course adds 3 kinds of cheese.
So we want to add a little bit of Worcestershire. It's just going to give some depth to the flavor. We're going to add a little bit of sriracha, because after all, they are Wisconchos. It can be a little spicy.
The nachos are layered with the cheese sauce, pork belly, bratwurst, bacon, and jalapenos.
Now we're going to take a quick trip to the garden. Got a little bit of lettuce, some red onions, and some diced Roma tomatoes. And there you have it, Wisconchos. This app can't be downloaded, but it's definitely a fiesta in your mouth. All right, guys, ready to go to Wisconchos? Table 42.
Oh man, it's good. It's got a kick.
These are not nachos, these are Wisconchos.
Although we're 1,400 miles from Mexico, this appetizer brings that flavor.
With the jalapeno, with the little spice and the cheese, it's just a perfect combination.
Play bar dice, and we drink, we have good times.
If you're an overworked overalls wearer in Oshkosh or a Madison slacker with the munchies, look up Milwaukee's app capital, Drink Wisconsinly.
Fantastic. It is so big, you need a strategy, you need a partner, you need somebody to help you eat all of this.
Your taste buds literally sing.
Yeah.
Up in the Bay Area, they got apps that taste so good.
This tastes like Mexico.
They say there are as many great Mexican restaurants in San Francisco's Mission District as there are stars in the sky.
Mission District is the heart of San Francisco. Has a lot of history and a lot of great food. The nightlife is incredible.
If authentic South of the State starter sounds like your get down, say hola to the Velvet Cantina.
It is the best location to start your night in San Francisco. Great apps, great drinks, great atmosphere. What else could you want?
How about the uproariously bold creamy cheese and charred chorizo of the Cantina's Queso Macho?
The queso macho is a perfect appetizer to start your night off with. At the risk of sounding boastful, I think we have the best queso in all of San Francisco.
If anything, he's being modest. Regulars are dying to know the secret of Matt's carne-rich queso.
This recipe has remained top secret for 10 years, but you're in luck because we're going to share it with you today.
Thanks, buddy. First secret, heavy cream combined with Jack and cheddar cheese equals yes, please.
Stir that in, and then for good measure, we're going to add a little bit more cheddar and a little bit more Jack cheese. It's starting to look pretty creamy and delicious.
Next, he adds some serious Scoville points with ground chili de arbol, also known as bird's beaks.
And now our queso is starting to get a little bit spicy.
I'm gonna imagine myself surrounded by a blanket of chili cheese. What are you gonna do, Matt?
Next, we're gonna add our minced garlic, our white onions, diced tomatoes.
Poblano peppers complete the Christmas-colored concoction. Then the veggies cascade into the queso, followed by a robust roux.
It's definitely cheesy and gooey.
Matt apps the ante with the captain of the spicy sausage team, chorizo.
This dish is definitely all about the layering.
So why not lay some guacamole on us?
It's gonna give a nice, fresh, cool counterbalance to our sausage and cheese.
Couple of chips for the dipping, and now you know the secret of true happiness.
Queso macho for the macho appetite. It's a full Mexican meltdown, app style.
The queso is so creamy.
Really good. You add the chorizo and a little bit of guacamole on top that gives it that cooling taste. It's perfect.
Savory, it's a little spicy. The meat is so good. It's so tender.
Easy, creamy, but that kick. So fulfilling, so amazing.
The Velvet Cantina also managed to distill the full festive flavor of Mexican into one tiny glass, the Mango Habanero Shot.
The key component in our mango habanero shots is our mango habanero salsa, which we make in-house.
The salsa does the cha-cha-cha with the house-made sweet and sour, and a tipple of tequila completes this spice bomb.
It's gonna start sweet and end spicy, kind of like a successful first date.
I'll have to take your word on that.
Delicious. So good. That kick at the end.
So you're gonna taste the tequila, you're gonna taste the mango, and you're also gonna taste that habanero bite. So you'll shoot it, and it's like a couple seconds later, you're like, whoa. I mean, you seriously can be fired.
The extravaganza doesn't end there. Check out Velvet Cantina's massive flour-powered cornbread sopes.
Sopes are a traditional Mexican street food snack that is typically made with matzo corn flour, but our sopes are a little bit different.
Sopes are like the tostada's cuter cousin.
These are our form tarts. As you can see, they kind of look like a small version of a strawberry shortcake.
Matt flash fries those puppies and loads them up with frijoles and their special California chili-coated velvet chicken.
Chili California is a fairly mild chili with rich, bold flavors, and as you can see, a beautiful red color.
Then Jack and salsa mixed with sour cream and cilantro pesto, and it's a piñata of picante.
And we're gonna cap it all off with our Mexican coleslaw. And these are our cornbread sopes. Vibrant in color and oh so delicious.
You have to have a bite. Oh my God. It's like cornbread, which everybody loves, and then like a marinated chicken, sour cream, cilantro, but it's just all kind of like melted together in beautiful deliciousness. It's probably one of the best dishes here, for sure.
You taste the coolness of like the sour cream drizzle with a little bit of cilantro, the spice of the meat, and it's just like a little pocket of heaven.
To send your taste buds on a vacation to Acapulco, catch the next cable car to the Velvet Cantina.
Literally walk through the doors, everything is left behind, and you are here to have an amazing time and have great food and enjoy yourself.
How do you sum up San Diego's perfect Italian appetizer in 5 words or less?
Beautiful, crispy balls of deliciousness.
The idyllic weather of San Diego is pretty close to Italy's gorgeous Mediterranean climate. Maybe that's why locals got one of the country's best Little Italies.
It's one of the best neighborhoods in San Diego, and everybody wants to live here because you are close to the water, you have restaurants, you have bars, and wonderful buildings.
At Manello, as in Italia, appetizers aren't an afterthought. They're a whole laid-back mindset known as aperitivo.
We wanted to bring aperitivo to America because it means, very relaxed time. And actually, you don't even look at the watch. You just keep drinking and eating. And that's very Italian.
But one phone you'll want to pick up is this little-known Italian treat, Suppli al Telefono, starring Parmesan risotto. Chef Fabrizio, get us dialed in on this tasty app.
That is made from scratch with butter, extra virgin olive oil, onion, arborio rice, salt, nutmeg, Parmesan cheese, of course, and Prosecco wine.
That gets mixed with a rich, beefy bolognese ragu, which Fabrizio shapes into cones, stuffs with mozzarella, and then covers in panko crumbs and deep fries. When do you add the telephone?
Everybody we have iPhone, but one time the phone, was just 2 parts connected with a wire, so it looks like an old phone.
That is adorable. Now, tell me about this sauce.
In the sauce is Parmesan cheese, cream, and jalapenos. Suppli al telefono. It's for you.
So cheesy.
This is so good. These taste like beautiful, crispy balls of deliciousness.
So savory.
I really love how the bolognese sauce mixes with the mozzarella.
This is amazing.
The cheese just like melts in your mouth.
I would have never thought to fry risotto.
Picture risotto, then you add more cheese to it, and then you dip fry. And it's just so crunchy and soft inside with that layer of warm cheese.
During aperitivo, people don't eat and run, so why not linger a while over one of Manello's most popular starters, Polipo alla griglia, grilled octopus.
This is our octopus.
Watch how he transforms that sea monster into app magic. A dip in boiling water gives the tentacles their proper curl. Or, as they say in Italy,
Arricciare. Arricciare means curl up, is what happened to the octopus leg. The second step is put the octopus in that pot with hot water, add celery, onion, bay leaves, corn pepper, and white vinegar for 2.5 to 3 hours.
hitting the right cooking time is crucial.
If you cook too little, of course, it's tough and chewy, so it's no good.
Perfect texture unlocked. Now to Congiare Sapore, which means
give flavor.
Brought to you by salt, minced garlic, black pepper, celery, bay leaves, and rosemary.
Without rosemary, it's no Italian.
Fab mixes it around with some lemon and EVOO, then lets it marinate for 24 hours before locking it down in the pan. Plate it up all nice and pretty, and...
This is our polipo alla griglia, grilled octopus. Perfetto.
Make that Octo Perfecto.
So amazing.
What's the taste compared to?
I don't know, isn't octopus the steak of the sea or something like that? It's amazing, and you're going to be blown away by the taste.
It's butter soft. This is seriously butter soft. You don't even need a knife.
Talk about that for our octopus novices. Does it have an odd, chewy texture, or?
Absolutely not. The texture is so smooth, not chewy at all, and it's so full of flavor. You can tell that it has been marinated for a long time.
Italianize your happy hour at Manello, where they put the app into Appian Way.
This appetizer is definitely better than most meals I've had at other restaurants. It's like they have the textures, they have the flavors, and it's like the whole package in one place.
In Denver, high altitude meets high aptitude.
Holy cow, so good.
If you're truly tapped in on apps, you know that a trip to Denver always delivers on deliciousness.
Oh my gosh, I love Denver. Denver is a lively city. There's always something going on.
I think you mean happening, especially when you're sampling the starters at 5280 Burger.
Boss hog, no bacon.
It's very important in a burger place that you have great appetizers. And we wanted to make sure that the first thing that they put in their mouth was absolutely awesome.
Like Chef Derek Barill's brainchild, a brilliant burger and Chinese takeout combo, cheeseburger egg rolls.
Why not just put a whole cheeseburger into an egg roll?
This bookend burger begins with Angus beef. The patty's placed on a flat top next to an onion so sweet it remembers your birthday.
I love hearing that sizzle. We got our onions cooking, we got the fat from the beef. We're gonna chop our burgers up, and we're mixing all that flavor together.
This flavor he speaks of involves all the usual burger suspects, including smooth Colby Jack cheese.
So in every single bite, you get a tomato, you get the burger, you get the onions, you get the lettuce.
Chef Derek wraps these tasty presents in a wonton manner.
You want to have them nice and big and thick and juicy.
Then seals the deal with egg wash.
This is gonna make it so your egg roll doesn't unravel in the fryer later.
All egg rolls emerge mercifully intact.
It's looking fantastic. You see the cheese melted in there. It's just gorgeous.
A second sprinkling of cheese for these.
You can't go wrong with more cheese, right?
Then we send them off with a side of 5280 sauce.
This is how 5280 does it. Cheeseburger egg rolls, baby. Nice. I'm gonna crush this. That's on point.
That was real good. I like the crunchiness. It's almost like if you had like a crunchy bun on a burger. It's really nice.
And I love that burger meat. It's not too spicy, but it has a really good flavor to it. You're just really surprised when you bite into it and it's a hamburger.
When you're looking for an app upgrade on your spice levels, seek the heat of the 5280 poppers. These aren't your Papa's poppers.
It's not frozen, it's not fried.
It smells so good.
They're very fresh and crisp and taste fantastic.
Popper Top Secret 1, house-made pimento cheese.
Look how beautiful that looks. The consistency, the texture of it, you know, the great color that brings out the brightness in our jalapeno popper.
You know what else brings out the brightness? Bacon. Chef Derek slices and de-seeds the peños, then stuffs them with a pile of pimento.
Get lots of cheese in there, because remember, more cheese is better.
The packed peppers are wrapped in the rendered bacon.
This is a perfect appetizer because the bacon and the cream cheese, when you take a bite into it, it just explodes in your mouth.
Right about now, you think he's gonna zig to the fryer, but he zags to the grill.
The flat top's so much better than deep frying them because the fat from the bacon renders the jalapeno, the cheese melt. You can smell the pork. It's looking tasty.
Fortify with fresh pico, and let's get poppin'.
Jalapeno poppers, apps you're gonna wanna download.
Holy cow, so good. I'm surprised that they could melt the pimento cheese in there and still make it crisp throughout. It's really good.
I liked how crispy the bacon was, but not like too crispy. And I liked the cheese mixing in with the bacon, kind of slowing down the spice of the jalapeno. Just delicious.
I don't think I've ever had an appetizer this kind. They grill the jalapenos, and it's a different level. It's fantastic.
For apps worthy of applause, treat your taste buds to Denver's 5280 burger.
Sitting out here outside on a beautiful day, watching people go by, having a nice beer, couldn't beat it.
They say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And with apps this delicious, it's easy to finish, but hard to say goodbye. Is it hot in here, or is it just this food?
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Woo! Woohoo! Well, the best spicy dishes bring flavor with the fire.
It's not just spicy that eats your mouth up.
It takes me home.
It actually tastes like fire and lava.
Come on, are you gonna walk on the mild side your whole life?
Drink the hot sauce.
I'm not gonna drink the hot sauce.
Why did you make me do that?
Roll the dice on extra spicy.
That's hot.
Woo! Straight fire!
For Southern fried heat, you can't beat Nashville, where chasing down the perfect hot chicken is a local obsession.
What people are drawn to in Nashville style is it's legit. It's real spice, real chicken, real food.
Occasionally, that obsession becomes so powerful, you might as well go ahead and open up your own restaurant. That's how Nashville got blessed with Pepper Fire.
I woke up in the middle of the night, and I swear to you, all I wanted in life at that point was more hot chicken. It just grabbed me on a deep level. I have been craving it every day since.
To feed his burning desire, Isaac fires up his own flavorful take on the Nashville classic. As hot as you can handle and as sweet as apple pie. At Pepper Fire, you don't know Jack till you've had the Apple Jack.
We're gonna start making the base of our Apple Jack, which is our deep-fried grilled cheese sandwich.
Isaac spreads mayo onto Tennessee toast and fills it with pepper jack cheese. Question?
Why do we use pepper jack cheese? Gotta have a little heat in the cheese. Gotta have a little heat with the heat, with the heat, with the heat, with the heat.
He doesn't miss a beat. Then Isaac cuts on the diagonal because
everybody knows triangles taste better.
After an egg wash and a crunchy coat of panko, the triangles become fry-angles.
Why fry the grilled cheese? For health reasons mainly. Anytime you fry something, it seals in the vitamins and minerals to keep them from escaping.
His humor may be dry, but his chicken is moist and tender.
To make our chicken tenders, we're going to start with great, fresh, natural chicken.
The chicken also gets an egg wash. What's the skinny on all the dippings?
Put an egg wash because that's what Southerners do. And then we're going to put them into our flour. It's got all of our spices in it.
And the specs on those spices?
I cannot tell you our secrets. Our mantra is flavor first, heat second.
Isaac drops it like it's you-know-what. Then he fries it till the color is a grand old coppery.
That chicken looks good. Good and crunchy. And golden brown.
Then into the super secret hot sauce. It'd be nice if you could get a little more specific on the spices.
And it's got all kinds of things that, honest to God, I can't tell you anything about.
He may not be able to divulge what's in their heat shakes, but he can give us a breakdown on the levels.
We have 6 heat shakes, starting with light, mild. Got great flavor, a little bit of a kick, but it's gonna be like a medium to a hot buffalo wing. Then we're gonna go up to mild, medium, hot, the X, and then we go to double X, which is where we're gonna land today. This stuff is hot. It's got the Carolina Reaper in it, which is about 2 to 2.2 million heat units. It is going to light you up. Burn, baby, burn.
Isaac stacks the chicken on the grilled cheese, and then...
This is an homage to my grandmother, and we used to go to family reunions and pick those apple trees clean, and bring them back and eat them all year long. The apples just add the perfect amount of sweetness to it.
Making sweet music in the Music City. Now harmonized with crinkled fries and some good old Southern fried okra.
Now I give you the double X Apple Jack. If you can't stand the heat, get out of my chicken.
Southern discomfort.
Ooh, I can feel the heat.
Yeah, you can.
Feels good.
This is hotter than 2 hamsters making whoopee in a wool sock.
Well, it is hot and it's very tasty. With the apple, superb.
Some people don't get apples,
Who
but
wouldn't get
I get
apples?
crazy people.
That is just the right amount of sweet and spicy. I can't imagine eating it without apples. Oh my God. Are you telling me there's a grilled cheese sandwich under here?
Fried cheese sandwich.
My eyes are getting a little watery. And when they say cheesy, it's cheesy.
You're cheesy.
I'm sweating, I'm crying, you feel it, but it's delicious. It's worth it.
I'm trying to figure out if you're crying or sweating right now.
It's a little bit of both.
Woo-hoo.
It's Tennessee nice with Nashville hot spice at Pepper Fire, the top pick in hot chicken.
Burn, baby, burn. Cheers. Cheers.
South Congress Avenue in Austin, Texas is the birthplace of that city's Keep It Weird aesthetic. So to stand out here, you gotta really push the envelope right into the fire.
You know, Hop Dotty really represents, I think, the best that Austin has, and that's this keeping it weird mentality. You know, we take things to the excess, and we do that to be a little bit more extreme, a little bit different. It's not just a standard burger bar.
The hip daddies at Hop Dotty aren't just keeping it weird, they're keeping it spicy. Extremely spicy.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This is Texas heat. This is hot.
For the hottest burgers in Texas, Hop Dotty is absolute fire. They go there using two of the world's most lethal chilies, the Scorpion and the Carolina Reaper. Quick question, Jeff. Are you insane?
People wanted something more. They wanted something hotter. So instead of stair-stepping it, making it a little bit hotter and a little bit hotter, we just said, you know what? We're going to take it all the way up here.
At the top is the spiciest thing on the menu, the Ghostland Burgatory. We're talking sign a waiver and notify your next of kin spicy. Chef Stephen Banbury starts his scorched earth recipe with his sadistic ghost chili sauce.
This burger's gonna push the spice boundary beyond anybody could imagine.
Jalapeno, serrano, and habanero chilies go into this sauce. But let's get right to the hot goss.
The three chilies that we're gonna be working with are all from India, the mecca of spicy food. We got our ghost chili, which is in the name of our burger. This thing, it hurts. It hurts a lot.
As if that weren't haunting enough.
This is the Scorpion chili. Second hottest chili on the planet. This thing's off the charts. It's kind of like dropping a nuclear bomb into any bit of your food.
I don't suppose there's a chili called the Fluffy Kitten?
Finally, the hottest chili on the planet. This is a Carolina Reaper. As you can tell, I'm wearing gloves because I would be too afraid to even handle this chili.
The Carolina Reaper is 1.5 million units on the Scoville scale. That's 1,500 times hotter than a jalapeno. So, Steven's got to suit up with goggles and a respirator. All those piping hot peppers are cooked with onion, garlic, and tomato puree, then carefully blended into the finished ghost sauce. From here on out, it's pretty standard burger procedure.
This is our Angus beef patty, and it's a mixture of chuck and brisket.
Don't expect any heat relief from the cheese. It's a ghost chili pepper jack. Steven spreads some cooling chipotle mayo and veggies on one half of a toasted homemade challah bun, and for the other.
We're gonna put a solid lathering of the ghost chili sauce. Hottest thing you are ever going to put in your mouth.
Since he legally can't add a lit stick of dynamite, he lays his patty down with fresh chilies instead. And the madness begins.
This is the Ghostland Burgatory. It'll blow your socks off and your top off.
Are y'all ready? Yes, do it. Oh my gosh. My lips are on fire now. A tear just dropped right there.
That is a freight train of heat. Mouth on fire, mouth around, burning immediately. That's hot.
It's just a big ball of fire. The sauce is really good. Everything is really good, which makes me keep taking another bite. And I'm not a big spicy food guy.
On a scale of 1 to 10, that's 11. Like that's like insane. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm out. I can't do another one. I might have a panic attack.
If you weren't born with an asbestos-lined mouth, there are slightly milder options at Hop Dotty, like the El Diablo. The fiery backbone of this pesky devil is salsa roja. Steven cooks down the ho-hum hotness of jalapenos, serranos, and habaneros with chipotle puree for a smoky depth of flavor.
It's just hot enough where it's gonna burn you for a good solid hour. Not absurd, but you still gotta be slightly insane to try to eat this.
The same seasoned house patty, pepper jack cheese, and caramelized onions hit the bun before he continues the rain of fire.
Final touches, we're gonna add the fresh habaneros and serranos right on top of the patty. Gives it a nice little fiery kick. Finishing to round it off, we're gonna add our salsa roja.
Who's ready to do lunch with the devil?
This is the El Diablo. Get ready to dance with the devil.
I
creeping up to my eyes. my tongue is on fire. Try this one. I don't know if I can.
It's delicious, actually, but it's hot. I taste sweet and hot and fire. And lots of fire.
The burger is just so good, and I want to eat more, but the spicy is like kind of keeping me from wanting to do that a little bit.
Even the so-called mild spice at Austin's Hop Dottie will have you questioning your friendships.
Why did you make me do that? Yeah, I'm the spicy one of the group. I always eat the spicy stuff, so this is fun for me.
A new Harvard study proves it. Spice life is the best life.
I am feeling alive, alert, awake right now. It's like a line of sweat on the crown of my head.
For centuries, Cambridge, Massachusetts has led the nation in education, innovation, and scientific overanalyzation.
There's a whole science behind the hotness of peppers, the chemical composition of the capsaicin. Yeah, now I'm starting to feel it.
And for 30 years, the East Coast Grill fed those hungry minds some of the spiciest, most mind-awakening foods the planet has to offer.
Here at East Coast Grill, we serve bold, spicy equatorial cuisine. Equatorial cuisine means a spice ring around the world. The closer to the equator, the spicier the food.
I am feeling alive, alert, awake right now.
For owner Mark Romano, cuisine from the spice ring led to wedding rings.
I came here as a customer 25 years ago. My future wife was working here. I met her, fell in love, and this place has a special place for us.
So, when East Coast Grill closed, they bought the place, and they're keeping the food true to that hot and spicy tradition.
I love spicy food because it hurts a little bit, but it makes you feel so good.
Just like love. One of their most popular pain meets pleasure creations, the hellacious sausage bomb.
You can go to Fenway and get a sausage bomb there, but the one you get here at the East Coast Grill is going to be much spicier, much hotter, and way better.
Their house-made sausage features Scotch bonnets, Caribbean cousin of the habanero.
This bad boy, about 50 times hotter than a jalapeno.
Holy Scoville, Bratman!
We use pork shoulder, which is also known as pork butt, and we use it because it has a nice ratio of fat. All this fat is going to make our sausage melt in your mouth.
Mark adds spicy chilies and spicy spices. It'll get ground together, and then it's off to the cases while Mark whips up their Inner Beauty hot sauce.
Our Inner Beauty hot sauce is a taste of the Caribbean, located right here in Inman Square, Cambridge.
The sauce gets an even bigger blast of Scotch bonnets than the sausages. Mustard gives it more heat, fruit juices and sugars give it more sweet. Then traditional Caribbean spices make the Inner Beauty complete.
That looks pretty hot and sweet.
Sugar and spice and everything nice. Bring on the licks.
These are our Scotch bonnet sausages. They've been cased, they've been smoked, and now they're ready for the grill.
The live fire grill gives them extra fiery flavor.
And we're really close to completing our sausage bomb. They are the bomb.
A sweet, soft potato roll crisps a little on the grill. But wait, there's more.
You can't make a sausage bomb unless you add peppers and onions and garlic on top. Sausage bomb.
Woohoo! Getting loopy. Let's tie it all together, shall we? Bun, spicy sausage, peppers and onions, and the sauce name for the hottest kind of beauty, Inner Beauty.
This is our hellacious sausage bomb, taking hot links to a new level.
Now that's a hot dog. Ooh.
It's like tangy but spicy at the same time. It's got a kick. Woo!
There's peppers on top, but there are peppers inside of it. It's amazing. Awesome.
I think it's all the peppers and the onions draped in the Inner Beauty sauce up top that are doing the real damage to my senses now.
It's like I can start to feel myself sweating now, just like a line of sweat on the crown of my head.
The only thing more popular than the hellacious sausage bomb are the jerk wings from hell.
I think they order food with the word hell in the name because they see it as a challenge. And, everybody wants to be a little bad, right?
Welcome our next infernal guru, the other Chef Mark.
The jerk wings from hell are one of my favorite items on our menu. It's smoky, spicy, and just super flavorful. Kicks your butt,
Once again, that heat source is a Scotch bonnet scorch.
You ate one of these, you'd be hurting for days.
For a jerk marinade bursting with Caribbean flavors, he takes ginger, scallions, and garlic and adds nutmeg, allspice, and thyme.
Like all good things, this sauce takes a little time. Get it?
Blend it up, and what a jerk.
Spicy.
After a 24-hour brine, a 24-hour marinade, and 2 hours in the smoker, what's the story with these wings?
These wings have been through a lot.
A char on the flame for outer beauty, and a toss in the sauce for inner beauty.
Our jerk wings come with banana guava ketchup. I know it sounds crazy.
Yes, jerk wings make strange pan fellows. Onions, guava, tomato, pineapple, and then Marco's bananas. Jerk rub goes in, and then just a bit of a blend.
Those big chunks of banana help you with the heat from those wings.
Cool. Literally.
These are our jerk wings from hell. Hope you like it spicy. Yeah.
Let's give them hell.
Oh, yeah. Woo! Oh my God, they're so good. They're really so good.
Perfect char, perfect crisp, perfect.
I mean, the flavor is so good, but it definitely has this like right spicy heat.
So I feel like my lips are on fire right now. I feel like they're like all puffed up like in the cartoons.
You're not sacrificing the flavor. I think that's the key point.
I'm covered in sauce. I need a moment with my chicken.
Cambridge may be a long way from the equator spice ring, but the East Coast Grill still brings the sweet, spicy heat and the love. It's like a burning ring of fire.
Like I'm like moved by what you're saying, but also the wings are getting hotter.
There's hot, there's really hot, and then there's
hella hot.
And a taste of home in Portland if you grew up in a blast furnace.
That was the spiciest thing I've ever had in my life.
The glitz and glamour of Las Vegas will add spice to anyone's life. But if you take your heat with a hit of reggae Rasta chill, head over to Wing King.
It's like coming to your second family, you know?
It's just like a little hub where all the homies come through.
Brothers and sisters may sway to the positive vibrations here, but sauce is the boss at Wing King. With
volcanic ash. That's why I say, oh, hell no. I don't want to go in a volcano.
For more dessert-like sweet with your heat, try Wing King's Pigalicious pork wings with spicy strawberry cheesecake sauce. You heard me. The scorching sweetness starts with strawberry preserves, cayenne, cinnamon, and look out, a teensy scotch of that blazing 9 million Scoville unit extract.
And for that creamy cheesecake flavor, we add a little bit of vanilla yogurt. That's fire, baby, fire.
In fly the pork shanks, AKA pig wings.
We take these 4-ounce little piglets of love and fry them to a golden crisp brown. Because here in Sin City, pigs fly.
Now we be jamming. With these babies bubbled, let's bust out the berry.
Squeeze a little sauce on there and toss them in the sauce. This is the epitome of sweet heat.
Our flying piggies land on the plate, and to keep things cool, an extra dose of vanilla yogurt lusciousness.
Watch these little piggies fly off the plate right into your mouth.
Wow.
Never thought I would like dessert on pork. This is phenomenal.
The vanilla yogurt hits your lips, right? And it's real sweet at first. Then you bite into it, it's real juicy and tender. Oh, it's so good.
Whoa. Whoa. That pork is just so well cooked. It's perfect throughout. Oh yeah, it's falling right off. Look at that.
Crazy, right? Like a meaty dessert all up in your mouth.
Even through the fire, it's all good at Wing King, where the saucy Vegas vibrations keep things hot and easy.
Wing King is the king.
Fans of sweater weather come to Portland, Oregon, because it's totally cool, the people and the climate. But the Mexican food? Oh, that's hot.
Spicy.
Welcome to Alan's Authentic Mexican Restaurant, AKA the Domain of Pain. It's the perfect place to melt your face off in a wholesome family environment. If you're ready to tiptoe down the path of fire, start slowly with the spicy Camarones a la Diabla. These innocent-looking butterfly shrimp get boiled up while crisp bell peppers and juicy mushrooms caramelize in butter with parsley and cumin.
The beautiful comino is gonna add a delicious flavor.
Meanwhile, Leo whips up a fresh... The shrimp's heat comes courtesy of habaneros. Your choice of pain level, 1 to 10.
At a level 5, it's comfortable. Nice kick in the back of the throat. Nothing like the Diablo, though.
It all comes together in a flash. Now, who's ready for a date with the devil's little sister?
Listo. Camarones a la Diabla. Delicioso.
Oh my God, these camarones are so bomb. They are.
And this is delicious. The peppers are really prominent. The sauce is not overpowering. I got a real spicy bit there.
It tastes like home.
So you've made it through the shrimp, and you're feeling pretty strong. But let's step up the temperature. The spiciest thing at Allen's, and quite possibly this entire earthly plane, is the terrifying El Diablo burrito. It's so hot, if you can exercise this demon in under 10 minutes, they'll cover your ashes in a free t-shirt.
However, if you set a new record time, you get free regular burritos for a whole year, the shirt, and a hand-blown glass trophy.
Tempting, but just making El Diablo is a risky proposition.
Cutting up these bad boys barehanded, you're gonna get hurt.
Around 1,000 on the Scoville.
All right, give it up for Alex, guys.
Can't even talk right now. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. That's it. Oh, Lord. Oh, man.
At 2 minutes and 20 seconds, in the battle between Alex and Diablo Burrito, the Diablo has won.
Oh.
Good bag.
That is the spiciest thing I've ever had in my life.
Allen's Authentic Mexican Restaurant is the place in Portland to satisfy that burning yearning. But if things ever get too heated...
They always make the margaritas the way I like them, so...
In New York City, we curry favor with the Hindu gods of heat.
I'm like going through a vision quest right now.
The East Village in New York City has long been a hotbed of multicultural cuisine.
The East Village had a lot of Indian restaurants, especially on East 6th Street.
Here on Curry Row, you gotta be hot to be on top. And the hippest hotspot is Brick Lane Curry House.
When I want authentic Indian food in New York, I come here.
The name and menu pay homage to the Curry Row of London.
It's an English-style curry house serving authentic Indian food in New York City. Home to the spiciest curry in America, if not the world. Welcome.
For a curry flavor favored by heat seekers the world over, you gotta do the Vindaloo.
It is spicy, you definitely break a sweat.
We're talking no spice left behind. He starts with a walk on the mild side using Kashmiri chili, mainly for color.
These are the dry red chilies. The color is really nice if you use the Kashmiri chilies to make the vindaloo.
He proceeds with seeds. Coriander seeds, cumin seeds, fennel seeds, peppercorns and cloves give a little heat, star anise and cinnamon add a little sweet. With cardamom and bay leaves, the dry spices are complete. He rough chops ginger and garlic, then covers everything in clean, clear vinegar.
We use white vinegar because we like the colors to be popping. We want the colors to be bright.
He marinates till morning, then blends to a peppery puree.
That's the color that we wanted. So it's orange, fiery red.
Next, he gives it a taste.
Oh, no, I'm not eating it. If I ate this right now, I'd probably start looking the same color.
Noted. The Vindaloo paste forms the base for several spicy sauces.
These are the best tiger prawns in the world. The prawns cook very quickly. The minute they shrink, they're ready to go. This is our Vindaloo. Trust me, it's hot.
Heat-seeking mission, ready to launch.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty spicy.
It's like a slow burn. It's so complex. There's like so many different flavors at once. Just the right amount of spicy, just enough kick.
It's a nice blend of spicy and sweet and tomatoes and onions.
I love spicy food. I've grown up on it my entire life. I haven't really found food that's too spicy for me.
That sounds like a challenge. You know what they say, pride cometh before the fall.
best way to explain pho is it's insanity. I discourage people from doing the pho.
But you know people, they do it anyway. Besides, how bad can it be?
They ask me all the time, do you eat it? Oh, hell no. I know what goes in it. So I'm not gonna have it. So we're gonna go from the mildest to the spiciest.
So, ginger and garlic, red pepper flakes.
Some people find these extremely spicy, but if you find these spicy, you don't even come anywhere close to all these that are to follow.
Dry red chilies, fresh green chilies, the vindaloo paste from earlier, then the former heavy heat champion, habaneros.
Now, the ripper mash. We got our hands on to the spiciest chili in the world. So if you've ever been pepper sprayed, this is exactly the aroma, the smell that I'm getting right now. This is something that I'm going to be serving you to eat. So beware.
An overnight soak in vinegar, a trip through the blender, and then we need to cook. Chicken breast for chicken pho. He adds heat and heat and heat, three-peat.
You want to kiss it? Yeah, I'm not falling for that one.
Nice try, Spice Guy.
There you go. Are you up for some chicken pho?
Sometimes revenge is a dish best served hot. Really hot.
Oh, what's wrong? Like tickles.
This is going to be painful.
Oh! Pretty much the back of my mouth is extremely on fire.
Yeah.
Woo! And it's like slowly spreading through my throat.
Oh, I'm like going through a vision quest right now. I'm like salivating right now.
I know what you're talking about. This vindaloo is great.
Whether you like your food incredibly hot or insanely soul-sweatingly hot, at Brick Lane Curry House, you can get it both ways.
To the burn!
In Chicago, we got pizza that brings the heatza.
Let's shake him.
Two local guys opened a place to feed that fire. Jamie, Geronimo. Why Big G's?
Our last names start with the letter G, so it made sense for us. Also, Big G's rhymes with cheese.
And they aim to please. That spirit of goodwill probably comes from their long friendship.
Since elementary school, we went to school together all the way through high school and even actually through college.
Back in the kitchen, Jamie's got a one-of-a-kind pizza quesadilla mashup, the Spicy Games.
We'll start out with a little cornmeal flour on the table, give it a little hand toss.
The cornmeal gives a little texture, and then this pie starts from the top down, cheese first.
This is a different pizza, it's a special pizza.
It's true, like this delicious difference.
Creme fraiche is a nice, flavorful combination of sour cream and heavy whipping cream.
But at Big G's, you're never too far from the fire.
Add the buffalo chicken, that little kick that we all enjoy every now and then.
Jamie takes this pie to a whole nother level.
Before we pop in the pizza, we have to add the top quesadilla aspect to the whole pie. Lay it down nice and gentle.
Traveling from Mexico City to Sicily.
A little bit of garlic salt, black pepper, and oregano.
Then into the fiery flames.
Pop it in the oven.
Burn, baby, burn.
Our pizza's ready, looks beautiful, and now we're gonna top it off with our last ingredient, delicious and creamy Wisconsin cheddar.
This pizza is its very own melting pot.
The Spicy Games Quesadilla, the perfect fusion of Mexican and Italian dishes.
Delicious. It has a different kind of flavor to it, a little kick to it. I like spicy. This is a good level of spice for me.
It was cheesy, but then after that, it was spicy.
There's plenty of spice. I think it's perfect.
For Chicago spice that'll... Check this Colorado fitness craze, the Spicy Barbecue Workout.
When people start eating it, it's releasing endorphins, they're getting a sweat, really enjoying the time.
If you're rambling in the shadow of the Rockies, you may catch a spicy southern whiff near Longmont, Colorado. Well, sir, these bad boys feature a whole heap of hand-pulled apple and hickory smoked pork butt.
Oh, that is the really good piece. We call those the pork nuggets.
Nuggy goodness. With the pork properly pulled, a rich mix of spices form the base of a fragrant cilantro lime slaw, including coriander, cumin, and ancho chili powder.
Ancho's got a good, rich flavor to it, so
That's gonna bring the heat.
Then a blaze of tasty color, chopped cilantro, radicchio, and thinly cut red onions, topped with tart lime juice and apple cider vinegar. All tumbled into crisp shredded cabbage, and now to summon the ghost sauce.
How can you go wrong?
Just think, there's even hotter peppers out there waiting to humble some hotshot. Because in spicy food, it's not the heat, it's the humility.